Hello ladies and gentlemen, Accenture here and welcome back to another video, and I hope all of you doing well because I'm as always. And in today's video I have some Airbus A380 update news for you all. So you're all fully aware now that the A380 in Infinite Flight is currently going through reworks right now by the Infinite Flight team, where they're going to provide it with a fully live cockpit, hopefully a lovely interior, working doors and so much more cool features. And that's going to be incredible when the A380 gets that, and it's not too far from release. We're looking at a couple months I think at the moment, but we'll talk about the release dates in just a short little while. But as you can tell right now, I've decided to do the videos in the Qantas A380 outside of Sydney Airport, guys, because I love that control tower, and I feel like South America hasn't had too much love recently within the game, so we're going to provide it some of that. So yeah, now what I want to show you guys is what Infinite Flight have released statement wise. There's some cool edit photos that they've taken out of the rework progress, which means it's along the way, it's along the way, and it's not actually too far from that release. Now I have spoken previously that hopefully there will be many new liveries. We're looking at the All Nippon Airways livery. I'm looking for their lovely liveries with the turtles on it. I love that, and hopefully that comes, because that's like the only livery I ever talk about here in chat. So yes, there has been some update photos. Now I'm going to show you guys some of them in just one little second, but what they are is it's of the landing gear of the aircraft, and I feel like the landing gear is obviously very crucial, so let's pop out the landing gear right now and we'll just have a look at the ones here. So you'll be able to see if I go into the exterior view, but we lock on the exterior view so we don't run away. You'll be able to see that the landing gear is actually pretty decent as it stands. Now obviously there's room for improvement, and quite hopefully the Infinite Flight team have improved that. So let's just pop over to the photos and let's see what we've got. So it's a high poly rendering, and this is in the A380 main gear progress stuff, and you can check the Discord server for more, but I believe I got them photos as well. For some reason it's not fully updated me on the Discord server yet. So we've got the high poly rendering here of the A380, and again some more photos, and it does look very good, and not everyone can wait to fly it. So here we go, this is another photo that we've got of it, and this actually shows a little bit the colour, and you can see how the wheels are coming across. Like, look at the detail with all the bolts and screws, and I think that's really good. So the wheel is looking very nice, and obviously here is a non-coloured one, but again you can see here with all the springs and everything. So let's just go pop onto here and have a look at all the springs. So I feel like they were looking at maybe these gear, I think. Yeah, so you can sort of see how much of an upgrade we're actually getting wheel-wise. The wheels are going to look so much better now in Infinite Flight, and we can, the springs aren't really there visible, and but we can watch the wheels go up into their thing, because the transitions are pretty good, as you'll see right there. Yeah, they're pretty smooth transitions, they're good transitions, and they do the job. So the gear have all come up now, and they are now in place, so that is good. So yeah, I want to show you guys those photos because they are crucial and imperative to the future of the A380. Now what it does tell us is now the wheels are done. I don't know what order the team do the progress reports with the aircraft such as the A380. I don't know whether they start with the cockpit and then work their way back and down along the aircraft. I mean, it seems logical to start at the front of the aircraft and work our way back. Now if that is true, that would mean the engines and all that seem to be done, and towards the rear of the aircraft there isn't too much to do. Now we have seen progress reports to the cockpit, but it also seems logical if the Infinite Flight team, because there must be a relatively large team possibly working on the A380, and each of them might take a section for themselves. They might have 4 people working on the cockpit, but then only 1 person working on the landing gear, and it might be a bit of a process like that. So we aren't actually too sure here on the channel on how Infinite Flight do stuff like that, but it's always interesting, and it'd always be cool if we could maybe talk to an Infinite Flight development team person about all of this. So if you guys know anyone, it'd be great to hear about this, and maybe we could do a little video, who knows. So yeah, that would be really cool. So yeah, the A380, now many of you have lots of questions to do with the liveries and all of that. I have done a few videos about them, but I can only really share with you guys what is known to the public, because anything behind the scenes I unfortunately do not know. I am not a member of the Infinite Flight development team. I don't have much to do with that. All I can tell you guys is what I find on the Infinite Flight community, what I find in Discord, or what I find over on Instagram or even Twitter. So that's what I can show you guys, unfortunately. So I am obviously limited with my knowledge. However, when you've been with the community for a long time, you do seem to be able to get on with a few relatively decent predictions. Now we're going to have our lovely smooth landing in a second as well. Now, this live 3D cockpit as well is something I'm excited for, because you'll see stuff like this, and this is sort of what we're expecting to look forward to in the A380 cockpit. This is something we're sort of looking for. I mean, level flight at 1500 feet is a bit odd, but hopefully like the iPads and that will soon become visible. And I think it'd be cool if in the future in Infinite Flight they were to give the iPads and all of that, because real life pilots do use them. And I think that would be a really cool addition. Imagine you had interactive iPads on Infinite Flight. I should leave that out there because I think that would be a relatively cool thing to come to the mobile flight simulator, but you never know. Now, again, I'm trying to remember as well if I've seen any photos of the engine works on Infinite Flight, and I'm not too sure. I'm currently having a look, literally as I'm talking, on the news channels to see if there have been any engine photos. But I mean, we've seen the whole aircraft poly renderings, but they don't involve the engine, so I don't think the engines have been released to us yet. However, it'd be good to see if they are. Now, what I can tell you guys though is the 23.2 update has been in beta works for maybe 2 weeks now. So you guys, I don't think we're too far from it. We got the North 787-900 coming. We got a new TBM livery. We have, I believe, was it the Air Canada 787 or something? Maybe. Yep, the 787-800 or Dash 8. Sorry, is coming. We got the Virgin Atlantic. I want to say A350 is coming. So there's lots of liveries as well coming in a 23.3 update, which isn't too far, and there is our runway for landing. So yeah, hopefully you guys are getting excited, because I am. I can definitely see the update being in Infinite Flight by the end of the year. I personally think the A380 will be in November or late October. I don't see it coming out in September. I could be completely wrong, there's probably an Infinite Flight team member watching this now laughing, going, oh, they've got no clue, which is probably true, but no comment on that. But yeah, so we are very clueless here, unfortunately, in the community. All we generally get told is it's coming soon, but what I can tell you is this update will be incredible when it comes out, and hopefully you will not be disappointed. I don't think I'll be disappointed, therefore I don't think you'll be disappointed. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can see that soon, and that'll be a great update for Infinite Flight. So let's go get butter this bread here quickly, and then we can obviously conclude our video, which will be great news. Now, if you are new here though, and you have made it this far in the video, this might be a great time, to recommend subscribing to the channel. It does mean a lot, the amount we are growing. I'm trying to push the channel for 6,000 towards the end of the year. It'd be great if we can hit that by the end of the year. Obviously, I'm moving into uni very soon as well. This video is being released today, at day of recording, but I do have about 3 weeks worth of pre-recorded videos all uploaded and ready to go, because I may not be about, so I wanted to make sure I can get content out for all of you guys. However, I may not be replying. Now, as well, for interested members on the channel, you can become a channel member. Now, when you become a channel member on the channel, what it enables you to be is to have guaranteed flight time with myself in the Infinite Flight servers. They work on a monthly basis, so depending on what level you choose, you get 1, 2 or 4 flights with me a month. And these flights are only members, unfortunately. However, it is also worth noting, I do occasional flights every other month or so in my Discord server, which you can join in the description. Now, in the description, you get links to the Instagram as well and the Twitter, where I do upload every now and again, so it's just worth keeping in touch. And we are going to land way too early. That was rough, that landing. But you know what? We made it. We're alive. It does not matter. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please do make sure to like and subscribe like I've just said. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video in 2 days' time. Good night.